Lock in the cadence. Lock in the cadence.
They go with a former Seahawk. Here's Rashad Penny.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing, Jones. They set up the screen to Penny. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
Still going. Keenan Allen.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keenan Allen, 67 yards.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Philadelphia.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Go, North Salad. Go, North Salad. Dom Capers. Dom Capers. Go.
They're going to try and throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down, Eagles.
This is Swift on the counter.
The 20.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
They go play action with Hurts. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Giants 7.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
There he goes left side. Look at him go inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Good. Next to score, Eagles 42, Giants 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles just continue to roll.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Okay, here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
No touchdown.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Eagles 56, Giants 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff, Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones now to throw on third down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
6-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to claw one back.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
Giants 21. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Calvin Austin
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
208 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Here's Robinson. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Giants 21.
Take it to the house.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right is Brown.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. On first down, Hurts. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Penny.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Throwing, Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Out route pass complete to Goddard.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants are able to at least get 1 score back.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 36 yards.
And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
The Eagles on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jones. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
That is incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Penny on the counter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Running right through him. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Penny, a 1st down carry. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick 6.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
That is caught. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 81 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Jones looking to throw on second down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jones on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now on 1st down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15 and an Eagles first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Fighting to stay, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Hurts.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Now,
and now they're going to fake it under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not